Hey guys, welcome to the podcast.
Hi.
Hey. I'm so excited to be doing this week. We actually are going to be looking at our personalities, like myers-briggs, but we're going to do 16 personalities instead because it's free, and if it's free, it's
not
for me.
Sponsored though.
Not sponsored.
I love that.
All right, so I guess first I'll introduce myself. Hi, I'm Valerie, and other people.
Are you schizophrenic? Are there other people with you?
Yes, I actually have 16 personalities.
Mother of God.
This is just Val's 16 personalities.
Brilliant.
All right,
All the different Vals.
Sorry.
Which Val are you?
I don't know. I'm feeling a little spicy today.
Oh.
Anyway.
Spicy.
All right, go on, Anna. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm other people. Nice to meet you.
I'm other person number 1.
Oh dear.
Welcome to Val and Friends.
Hi, you guys. I'm Ayana. Sorry.
Hello.
Okay.
I am Joey.
What in the name of Shelley Duvall?
Hi Joseph, it's Becky.
If you ever utter that from your mouth again, this will be the end.
Oh,
Podcast disbanded.
I will take you out.
oh my god. Hello, I'm Mitch.
Hi, Mitch.
We are on crackhead energy today.
Yeah, we are. Anyway, so how we're going to do this is that we're all going to take the test together, and we're going to see what personalities we end up having. Some of them are like, it does introvert versus extrovert, then there's intuitive versus observant, thinking versus feeling, judging versus perceiving, and then assertive versus turbulent. So we're gonna look into what we are. I feel like some of us might be similar, and there might be some that have more of like a dominant type personality. So we're gonna see how this goes.
Ew.
One eternity later.
Alright guys, we are back. So we are ready to go ahead and see our results. So we're gonna count down. We're really excited for this. 3, 2, 1. See results.
On a p***ho.
I did not change.
I did not change.
Don't know what it means.
Alright, does everyone want to go around? Val, where are you?
Alright, I am a mediator. INFPT.
I am a campaigner. I am an ENFPT.
I'm also a campaigner. I'm an ENFPA.
I'm an advocate. I'm an INFJ.
Snap Becky, I am also an INFJT. So.
Oh my god, there are 2 of us. I mean, 4 of us are like paired up.
Well.
Sorry, Val, you're the
Yeah.
outlier.
Alright, so we'll go for each of them. So we'll talk about extroverted versus introverted. So my profile says that I am 67% introverted. So how does that compare to you guys?
I am 68% extroverted and 32% introverted.
I'm 75% extroverted and 25% introverted.
I'm 78% introverted and 22% extroverted.
I am 76% introverted, 24% extroverted.
So is that what you guys expected to get? Did you guys think you would be introverted or extroverted?
I'm not surprised either.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I'm not really surprised either. I'm pretty introverted.
Well, to be honest, I'm kind of surprised because I'm like a massive bold character, like on social media and stuff. But when it's like in person, I just like keep my mouth shut. I don't know. Like I'm kind of surprised.
Social media is a lot different to in person when you think about it.
Yeah, but I still think like I'm extrovert. I think like I'm still the same person online and offline. But apparently, I thought it would just be more like 50-50. I think that's a bit too introverted for me.
Yeah, maybe like you're masquerading as an extrovert more than you realized, and like deep down you're more introverted.
Maybe.
I just find that I don't know if you agree, Becky, because we're the same personality type. I have like a social battery that runs out very quickly.
Oh yeah, I die. Like if I'm around,
Yeah.
I will die.
Like if I'm around people too much, even if I'm on call with you guys and we're on for a long time, I'm like, I'm tired. I want to go.
It's
be on my
time to
own.
go. Yeah.
Well, sometimes, like, with you, Mitch, like, there'll be a point in the conversation where, like, you're fine to still be around me, but, like, we just stop talking. Like,
Yeah,
you
that's
just stop
because
talking.
my social battery runs out.
Yeah.
I like the way he says battery.
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 That's the
Battery.
bottle stop, love. Battery.
All right, so let's move on to energy. So this is energy for this is like intuitive versus observant. So intuitive kind of means that it's like following your heart versus observant's more of your head, I think.
So basically, with intuitive, that's your gut, and then observant is what you see.
Okay, yeah. So for me, I'm 77% intuitive.
I am 60 cent. 60 cent. God help me. 60.
Knock off 50 Cent. I'm 60 Cent.
I'm worth more. No kidding. I am 67% intuitive and 33% observant.
I'm 81% intuitive.
Wow.
I'm 52% intuitive and 48% observant, which is
You're
basically
right on the
near-
line then.
Yeah.
I'm 70% intuitive.
That's really interesting. So we're all intuitive. We all have that trait about us.
Well, okay, but I mean, I think that serves us well. I mean, at least we're not... I mean, I'd like to think of quite a few of you as very analytical, so I'm actually pretty surprised that you all are so intuitive and less observant. How do you guys feel?
I am surprised, because I do think I am more of an analytical person a lot of the time. But I guess, like, when it comes to my anxiety, I wonder if that has a kind of effect on it. A lot of the times instead of being observant when I'm anxious, I am more intuitive when I'm anxious.
Wait, am I the only one that's basically like halfway?
Yeah, you are the most observant one of us.
Yeah.
You take stuff in, and then you respond based on it, whereas a lot of us are just like, well, this is what I feel like is right in the moment. Me the most.
You're right.
Right, okay. Got you.
I think that your journalism kind of may have helped you with that, to be honest.
How do you feel, Mitch?
Yeah.
Because you're someone that I would especially expect to be more like analytical and slow to make decisions.
I don't know. I do feel like I'm an intuitive person and I can like tap into people's like feelings and stuff.
Yeah.
But I
feel like you're more intuitive than I thought you were going to be, but I do think you're more intuitive than observant, but I think that I thought it'd be more closer to Becky's range, but it looks like you really are tapped into people's feelings. We probably rubbed up on you. Oh no. Oh no.
We all rubbed up on Mitch.
No.
Call HR.
Rubbed.
Susan, I'm filing a complaint.
I know
This is
everyone
wild.
wants a slice of meat.
You want to slice of my warm apple pie?
All right, moving on to nature. Where did you guys end up on the chart? Thinking versus feeling. I got 79% feeling, 21% thinking.
I want to go last for this one, just to observe.
Oh, I was 82% feeling with 18% thinking.
I was 75% feeling and 25% thinking.
I was 74% feeling. You can do the maths for thinking.
I got 94% feeling, 6% thinking.
Oh my gosh, you are totally feeling.
Hello, empath.
You are in your feels.
A
So
lot.
that's another thing that we all got feeling for. So we got all of us are intuitive and all of us are feeling.
Wow.
Yeah. Next one, we have tactics. So the description they put on this one is this trait reflects our approach to work, planning, and decision making. So I got a really close one.
Can we redefine that? Because I'm still confused as to what this means.
Same.
Okay, so...
I also keep flipping. Every time I take it, it flips between P and J. Okay, so can I read this little thing from myers&briggs.org?
Yeah.
This fourth preference pair describes how you like to live your outer life. What are the behaviors others tend to see? Do you prefer a more structured and decided lifestyle in judging, or a more flexible and adaptive style in perceiving? This preference may also be thought of as your orientation to the outer world.
So flexibility versus like structure, I'm guessing. So for me, this is the interesting one for me. I am 51% prospecting and 49% judging. So I'm pretty much right dab in the middle. Completely. This has been creeping. Very, like, it's going down my history.
Does that make sense to you? That you're still more judging than prospecting, but you're close?
No, I'm more prospecting than judging.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense because, I don't know, I am somebody who wants to plan out my life. I definitely have goals and ambitions that I want to accomplish, but at the same exact time, in practice, I am more methodical in the way that I get stuff done. I don't really have a complete structure. I just have end goals.
I am 24% judging and 76% prospecting.
Wow. So do you feel like that's accurate? You're a lot more open to life changing and stuff?
Yeah. Your turn.
I'm 44% judging and 56% prospecting, which I changed from last time from judging to prospecting. But I'm still really close to the middle, so I guess I'm a teeter-totter.
I'm 51% judging and 49% prospecting. So I'm basically the same but opposites of
You're
Al.
smack in the middle.
Yeah, same. So we are really smack in the middle there.
I am 60% judging and 40% prospecting.
All right, last one, identity. So this is the one that I think 16 Personalities tacked on. I don't think myers-briggs does this. So it is, this trait underpins all others, showing how confident we are in our abilities and decisions. So we either have assertive or turbulent. I guess turbulent means that you're more like an anxious person. You aren't very sure in how in yourself when it comes to these situations. So I am 81% turbulent. So I guess I'm an anxious little bitch.
You're an anxious little bean. Ayana?
I am 29% assertive and 71% turbulent.
I am 54% assertive and 46% turbulent. I used to be really turbulent, and I guess just recently I've become more confident.
I'm 43% assertive and 57% turbulent.
I am 53% turbulent and 47% assertive.
So I think we're all turbulent besides Joey.
But listen, I mean, there is a fine line that you walk between being, super anxious where you can't actually trust yourself in anything, and where you're too full of yourself and can't see, things for really what they are. So I mean, I don't think turbulence is any kind of drawback. You know what I mean?
I definitely think that my 81% should come down, because I feel like sometimes that prevents me from making decisions that I need to make, or being more confident in social situations. But I think that I definitely, hopefully it goes down as I continue to take my meds, because I have started anxiety medication. So I'm wondering if this will change over time as I get used to my medication and get less anxious. But it might just be something that's inside of me. We'll have to find out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just a struggle to believe in yourself and trust yourself. And like, I understand the fear, but like, I love everything that you have to say and what you think, and you're fun to be around. And like, I think you're really smart. So it's just like, trust yourself to take the first step. Cause I think, once you're in the door, you do great things, just push yourself.
A few minutes later.
So we took a break. So what did you guys find out about your own personality types? What's special about them?
I have the same type as Ellen DeGeneres, and I find that deplorable.
Oh!
Just as I thought. Trash.
Horrific. Oh my god. Well, the thing is, I'm sure at one point she was a good person. And at least she's gay. She was just corrupted.
I'm sorry, the corrupted part. But on a brighter note, I also have the same personality type as Robin Williams.
That's not a brighter note.
Why are you using it a brighter note?
Robin
Williams.
I don't know
amazing.
if you guys remember the last chapter of Robin Williams, but I don't think it's a brighter note. And it kind of fits in with the personality type of ENFP. One of the downfalls that I saw when I was researching is the idea that, like, while we're so keen to dream and we're so keen to see the lighter side of a bunch of things, and we see the possibilities that exist, it also makes it to where we clearly can see what reality is, and can see the big gap between what life could be and what it is. And that kind of resonates, I feel like, with Robin Williams in the sense of, like, him being the most incredible comedian, but then struggling with depression the entire time. And I also saw that ENFPs were like a walking paradox of, like, light and dark.
I kind of relate. Like, it makes a lot of sense because I feel like Robin Williams within himself was his own martyr. Like, he knew how dark things can get, and he didn't want other people to feel that way. So he spent most of his life making other people feel good while he was suffering, which I feel like I relate to wholeheartedly.
I just find it interesting that they class Robin Williams as ENFP because, like, I've seen many interviews where they basically were talking about Robin Williams, and apparently for him, he had a really hard time interacting, especially, like, one-on-one with people, with, like, adults, but he could hang out with kids all the time, but he struggled a lot when it came to, like, I don't know, having a connection with people. So it's weird that he would be considered extroverted.
Well, a lot of the ENFPs are more performative than, like, personal based. Like, I know I used to be an ENFJ, and the people tied to that were, like, Oprah and Obama and, like, these, like, insanely personable people. Whereas this time it's a lot more like comedians. So I think it's much more of a performative type of extroversion. I also saw that they said that the term of, like, an introvert masquerading as an extrovert applies the most to ENFPs. So while he, like, might not have been the most extroverted person normally, like, I guess the way that I use it is that, like, in theory I'm an introvert, but my skills are extroverted. Like, the thing that I'm best at is talking to people. So I mean, I guess that might be how he, like, why he was an actor.
So mine and Becky's personalities, INFJ, they are the rarest personality. Like, I think something redonkulous. Hey,
It says 2% of the general population. Oh.
You, like, malfunctioned.
2% of the general. Yeah, I did. 2% of the general population, 2% of women, and 1% of men.
what could I say? I am the 1%.
And y'all are what? You said INFJs?
Yeah, we are most like people like Martin Luther King and Mother Teresa.
Oh my god,
Nelson
really?
Mandela.
What?
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga!
Morgan Freeman.
Love him. That's amazing. Do either of you? I know that the bar is so high. Okay, I don't expect you to really. But do you resonate with, like, Nelson Mandela and, like, Mother Teresa, like, super progressive, you know, change makers? Do you feel any kind of urge because of your personality trait to, like, to do something big like that?
That's me in my Mania episodes.
Honestly, it's either me deciding that life is useless and I stay in bed all day, or it's me deciding that I need to end world hunger. Like, those are the two polarities. Okay, but yeah, guys, I still pose the question.
Well, yeah, because the more I've gotten older, the more progressive I feel, and I feel like there's so many things wrong with the world that needs changing, and people need to stand up for what's right and stand up for what needs to be, like, changed for the better in society. And I think just the more I get older, the more, like, I realise that. And I don't know if that's because of my personality type or if that's just because I'm just displaying common sense, but who knows?
Yeah. Becky? Because, I mean, you're kind of already, like, attempting to change things, you know, like, you're already kind of like a martyr.
Yeah, you're, like, challenging the narrative on, like, body positivity and fat positivity and all that sort of stuff. Anyone who's interested in that, please listen to our previous episode.
episode 6, body positivity.
Yeah, I don't know, like Mitch, I don't know if it's because of common sense or because of my personality type. But saying that, like, there's a lot of people in the world that probably don't have common sense if that was, like, the key to it. But yeah, like, I don't know, I think it's really important to stand up for what you believe in and, like, challenge the standards of the world, because the standards are very fucking low at the moment. So I think it's important to, like, you can't change something as one person, but you can change something as one person with support. So
yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. And that's what everything that you're trying to do in your Instagram is create a group to be united in this change.
Yeah, I hope so.
Oh, I was gonna say that it's common sense, but it's also like the ability to dream, you know? And I think that's one of the things that we all have in common is like we all can at least see like what the world should be like, you know? And so it's like both common sense, but then also the ability to see that something could be changed about it.
See the bigger picture. Another thing as well, I don't know if you feel this, Becky, but like sometimes you feel like you're on a different wavelength to everyone else.
Oh my god, all the time.
Yeah, and you just feel like people just like you just can't relate to them, and like you feel a bit like an outsider.
Literally all the time.
Just go inside.
And then
I'm sorry.
Ayana, I don't know if y'all relate to this, but like for me, right, like I feel that sense of like outsideness, but I also feel like I can like shapeshift to like meet someone in front of me to be able to connect with them at the level that they will connect with me. You know?
Oh, most definitely. Code switching and social adaptability is my only personality trait.
Yeah.
See, I can't do that. I don't know about you, Becky. I can't mold myself to fit the way I want someone to see me.
I mean,
I can't do that.
I can do that, but I choose not to do that because I want people to see me as me. I don't want to fit someone else's needs because they want me to. Like, if we ain't clicking, then I don't care. Like, I don't need them.
And then another thing as well, we're really perceptive of others. We can in a clique, we can know someone, or at least get an intuition or a feeling of someone's intentions or their emotional state and things like that. And people find it hard to read us.
That's true.
It's like we put up this barrier. No one, like, it's hard to read us, but we literally know exactly what you're feeling or what if you've got a certain intention towards something.
Oh yeah, when something's wrong, Mitch asks me every 5 minutes, "Am I okay?" And I'm like, "I am fine." Like, Mitch knows.
Literally, you get the vibe of someone proper quickly. You just kind of know.
Yeah, no. Everyone, I lay all my cards on the table from the minute someone's with me, I feel like.
What's hard though, is that like with us, like, because we like kind of get that vibe off someone like really quickly. A lot of people think we're proper judgy, but I don't think we're judgy. I think we're just, I don't know, like.
Oh no, sorry, not smart. We're just. It's just intuition.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like you could learn a little bit from like Ayana and I, because like I don't think anyone ever thinks that Ayana and I are judging them because, well, maybe, but like because like we are so dedicated to meeting them at their wavelength and making them know that like they're seen, that like it's really interesting how like all these personality traits are like puzzle pieces, and like if the human race could like merge, then we'd be perfect. We all could take skills from other people.
And then, like, we're quite good at, like, feeling other people's emotions. I just said that. But, like, I think we're kind of empathetic and we're, like, empaths in a way, on a spiritual note.
I find it well hard because I remember messaging Mitch it must have been a few months ago now, yeah. Do you remember that conversation, Mitch, where I was like, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I can see someone I don't know on the street and I know what's wrong with them, and then I get the sense of, like, I get upset. Like, me and Mitch had this whole convo about it, and I was like, I think there's something wrong with me, but there's
Nothing's
not anything
wrong with
me.
That's so cool.
It's kind of nice, yeah, but at the same time, it's like really heavy and kind of draining.
I know Ayana's an empath as well.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if you had any tips for them, Ayana, as someone who like is insanely empathic.
I put the pathetic and empathetic. Period.
Stop. You don't have any advice. You're a mess.
I'm scared. I'm kidding.
Great.
But no, honestly, boundaries are your best friend when it comes to feeling other people, and that takes a lot of training yourself as to discern your feelings from other people's feelings as well. That's why I have this like me. I mean, and not everybody's into crystals, but I have an obsidian obelisk, and obsidian is so incredibly powerful with putting up boundaries, so it can actually help you facilitate those boundaries. But me personally, my empathy is to the point where I can feel it to a physical standpoint, and that can get quite draining and really scary because it can make you feel like you're crazy, but you're not crazy, I promise. But just setting those boundaries for yourself can really help if empathy can get to be too much.
Do you learn to control it more as time goes on? Like, are you able to turn it off if you don't want to take someone's energy?
Whenever I do readings, it's a little harder to do so.
Well, yeah, but like Becky, like walking down the street.
Yeah, it's mainly like just try as hard as you, like basically try and just like flip that switch, like, and realizing, hey, these aren't my emotions, and realizing just keep going on to it. These aren't you. This is just what you're picking up on. Keep it moving.
Wow, that's cool.
So yeah, basically that's mine and Mitch's personality type. What about you, Val? Because you're on your own, so you tell us yours now.
So I am INFP. I think it said something like I'm the 9th most popular, so like I'm like in the middle there. But anyway, some of the people I share with are Princess Diana, which is kind of cool. Fred Rogers.
Who's that?
You don't know who Fred Rogers is?
No, I'm sorry.
I don't
sorry.
know who that is either.
Mr. Rogers?
Mr. Rogers.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who that is.
Will you be
Sorry.
my neighbor?
Will you be my neighbor? I think
That's a very American
thing.
I feel like.
Yeah, it's cute.
Have you seen the SNL skit where it's about gentrification?
Yeah.
What I was gonna say was, like, everyone loves Princess Diana, so like,
Yeah.
that says a lot about you.
Also Kurt Cobain.
Watch out for the queen.
Also Kurt Cobain has my personality. William Shakespeare does.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah.
How did we know that? Were they taking Myers-Briggs in the 1800s?
No, I
and the
think they
1700s?
based it off of like quotes
1500s
they know
too.
of and stuff.
I'm a theater person.
Yeah, wasn't he born at like 1596 or something? I don't know.
Go on, please.
Ooh, this one's really interesting. I'll stop rambling out names. The person that made Myers-Briggs, she had that personality type.
Oh, that's
So,
interesting.
Yeah.
What, Myers or the Briggs person?
Briggs Myers.
Do you, like, relate to any of those people? In any specific way?
I don't know. Thinking about Fred Rogers and stuff like that, like he literally was teaching kids from like the 70s to like up into 2001 or 2002.
His show lasted that long?
Yeah, he took like a hiatus there, I think, for a few years, but for the most part, yeah. It's really crazy. Like he was the first person to have like, it was they had like a swimming scene where there was a white person and a black person in the swimming pool, which was very odd back then apparently, which is dumb. But he made that happen on TV and like made the episode basically saying like, you can be friends with whoever you want to be friends with. This is ridiculous, basically. And then also he did like a 9/11 episode, which was crazy. It was like right after 9/11 happened, and he basically was like explaining like 9/11 to kids, which is crazy to think about. But anyway, so yeah, I relate to him being a teacher. I think a lot of these people are writers, which is really cool because like I mean, I'm not a fantastic writer, but I think I have some like creative skills.
Val, y'all, Ayana and Becky, you weren't here. but like yesterday or a couple days ago, Val was like, I found this poem I wrote. It's just a little sum. And then she started reading it and I was like, what in the Shakespeare is going on here? And because it honestly was so good and I'd never heard your writing before.
Yeah.
And so it's really cool that Shakespeare is your personality trait.
Yeah, it's so cool. A couple other things, I guess. I think it's really interesting that I was looking at the strengths and weaknesses that my trait has, and like one of the strengths that it talks about is like being like passionate, which I definitely identify with, just being passionate about. Like, even when I was little, I was like passionate about like silly things like Harry Potter. I was obsessed with it.
Now you're a Swiftie.
Now I'm Swiftie. Still love Harry Potter. Hate J.K. Rowling. So.
Oh yeah, T. What's the word for her? What do we call her?
She's starts with a T, doesn't it?
A spigot.
No, a turf.
Turf.
She is
Yeah,
a turf.
she's a turf. So.
But she's also just dumb. Like, it's not like she said anything horrific. She's just dumb. She needs to stop talking.
Yeah, if she stopped talking, it might have chilled out. But then she kept on talking, and then she wrote a whole book about it. Fuck you. Anyway, the cons is what I wanted to get to, and I definitely identify with them. The self-critical, emotionally driven, which can be a good thing, but like sometimes I'm just like too focused. And
I think we're all emotionally driven, right? Wasn't that our...
Yeah, but that could be bad sometimes, I guess, because I'm too focused on emotionally driven.
Oh, I feel that.
And then also, I guess, conflict averse. I don't really like getting in the middle of things, but I feel like I used to be more in the middle of things when I was little, but I think it's gotten to the point where I'm just like, I'll say something if I really need to say something. But anyway,
I say everything that comes in my head, whether I should say it or not.
Yeah, you do, Joey. And then it's also difficult to get to know, which I can kind of see. I put on like barriers around myself sometimes, and like also sometimes I just get so introverted that it's hard for me to do like get to know other people that are not in my immediate friend group. So,
well, I think something I'm grateful for in this group is I feel like all of us are hard to get to know, either just in general or like to get to know the real us.
Right.
Because I feel like people like Ayana and I, like, we're really friendly and everyone knows us in theory, but like there's like kind of like this like I feel like I know all of you deeper than like any of us that anyone else could know us.
Right. Know? Yeah, I definitely agree.
Really,
but yeah, I find it just really interesting. I liked hearing a lot from Becky and Mitch because I'm so close to being that personality type. Like, literally, I got a 51% when it comes to feeling, so I could easily someday switch over to the same one. Yeah. Not feeling, it's perspective or whatever it is, and then I could switch to judging instead. But yeah, it's very interesting. I love learning about the different personality types. All right, well, that was a really fun episode. I really enjoyed learning all about the different personality types and how we all get along.
We all mesh very well.
Yeah. That's why we make the podcast.
Y'all can tell us if you don't think that we're good friends.
Yeah.
So, I think that's why we've been able to be friends, you know. Becky and Val and Joey, we've been friends for 11 years, and we've been friends for 7 now.
Holy cow!
Yeah, like, we are in it for the long haul.
Yeah, I think that we all would be friends forever, no matter how cheesy that is. We'll see. F you, Joey.
Oh, this is exactly why we'll see.
Exactly. Anyway, I think that we need to go have an argument off camera. kidding. All right.
So just a little bit of housekeeping. Hold on, a little bit of housekeeping. Next week, it will just be Mitch and Val and I. We're gonna be doing a little election shindig thing. Because hopefully by that point we'll have a nice transfer of power and our country won't be on fire.
Or we won't have an episode at all because civil war breaks out and I run from the
or
hills.
we'll all be dead. So
or it's literally just me and Becky hosting it, be like, Hi guys.
America's
so
gone.
Everyone else is currently sheltering in place.
Oh my god. But then the following week, everyone will be back, and all your faves will be here again, so don't worry.
All right, thank you for listening, everyone. Hopefully you have played along with us and figured out your personality types.
Yeah,
and
hit us up.
Yeah, you could hit us up and let us know what your personality type is and like what you have learned from us or learned from just like your own profile.
You can hit us up on Instagram or TikTok, Finding the Tea, or our email, findingthetea@gmail.com. And if you email us, we will read it. So
for sure. All right, thank you guys. Bye.
Bye. Oh.